What's going on, y'all? It's your main man, Rick the Dawn. Hey, this episode is brought to you by the Really Hood podcast and also reallyhood.com. If you like anything that I'm about to say, then I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy those particular mediums. But anyway, I just want to quickly give 2 cents on this whole situation. Um, firstly, I want to make sure it's very clear I'm not going to make light of the situation. Also, not going to poke fun. I am a fan of Jonathan Majors to a certain extent. This is either one or two things. It's either one, he's having some difficulties, and there's a lot of speculation out there about him using steroids, and that's just that's BS, man. It's the media speculating. And one thing about myself that I will try my best never to indulge in is, and that is, spectacle person walking God's green earth has something that they're dealing with, and some of us handle those things differently from others. And I don't think that it's okay to poke fun at people that's having difficulties with it. However, if he did do this, if alleged, if he did do this, I certainly sympathize with the young lady who had to experience this. It's a lot of speculation about how he may have had some sexual relations with a friend and she confronted Jonathan Majors about it. All speculation and things I won't waste time on. The other angle, the angle that I'm more prone to believe is and I want to just say, let me go ahead and just put my tinfoil hat on, my conspiracy hat, and prepare for a ride. So here's what I think is really going on, and this is also alleged. I think that he is in the midst of a very, very, very powerful battle with his own inner self, his own soul. I believe in order to get a role in a Marvel movie, you know what you got to do, right? You gotta. It's a lot of sacrifice that comes with that particular reward, and you gotta realize he's had some very big movie roles over the last year or 2 years. But anytime I see that, it makes me wonder, how did they leapfrog so many people to get to where they are. Um, Nevertheless, it could also be that he's starting to push back against the powers that be. Um, I would argue that there is a thing called, and I won't say the name, but there is a thing called what do you call them if you're not going to say the name? Hollywood. Okay, there's a such thing called Hollywood, and in order to reach a certain prestige, you do. And I would argue that I think that Mr. Majors is a stand-up guy, and I do think that doing that particular situation went against who he is as a person. Um, and after seeing the backlash that he received from doing that, it's my opinion that he's starting to rebel. Okay. And when you rebel against the machine fights back. And the reason I'm going in this direction is because I've seen so many articles in just a 24-hour time span. And I just want to show you some of the ones I found. Okay. Here's one of the more over the top ones. Okay. You probably can't see that with the light, but I'll read it to you. It says, Roid rage. Jonathan Majors was taking dangerous steroid. Trend made him emotional. So already the destroying of his character, defamation of his character, is in action. We've seen this particular ploy with other superstars like Michael Jackson. I mean, I'm not defending them, but I'm just saying we've seen this before. We've seen it with like the R. Kellys. 1 minute they're praised, and then the next minute they're stapled to the headlines. And here's another one. And again, all within 24 hours. I'll read this to you because I know you can't see it. Jonathan Majors being described by former Yale acting school classmates as sociopath and abuser. So he went to Yale and he was a sociopath and an abuser, according to. Yeah. So Tim, I'm not even sure if this person is real. Like, somebody go to this guy's Twitter to make sure this guy's a real person, because I'm convinced. Okay. And here's another article about this guy here. And this is 3 articles on the same blog post. And this one says, Creed actor Jonathan Majors arrested for beating his white girlfriend after allegedly caught cheating with a sister. Yeah, you can't make that up. So it makes me wonder. When I start to see things like white girlfriend, that's when my antennas go up, because that part shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter that he strangled a white girlfriend, a black girl. It should be, if it was really an act of aggression, The only thing that would matter is that he put his hands on a woman. That's all that really matters. The rest is, just details for the fodder. But the fact that they're actually spicing up the title by the white girlfriend and cheating with a sister, that tells me there's other angles at play. Um, yeah, that's three articles and one. In fact, it hasn't even been a day. These three articles were reported as of what 11 o'clock a.m. today, and yeah, here's my hypothesis or my opinion. He's pushing back against all of the powers that be. They want him to do certain things. Next thing you know, he's allegedly strangled his girlfriend. He's a sociopath by old Yale classmates, and the list goes on and on. He's taking steroids. So it's just funny how the machine works. And as such, as my final point, I will not make an assumption either way. If it is true, my condolences go to the young lady who was put in a situation that's very dangerous. If it is not true, my prayers go up to Jonathan or go up to God for Jonathan Majors because, again, I'm not sure what he's dealing with. But that's all I really wanted to say about the situation. Thank you for watching, and I'll holler at you. Peace.